Hey there, it's Yobo. Welcome to day 261 of Life According to Yobo. With all the things in the world you could do, you decide to spend a little time with little old me. Not sure enough appreciated. You can follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You can get my books at yoboproductions.com. And you can have a seat while we get into the day 261 message. Just a moment, please. I had my mouth somewhere and I don't know what I did with it. Uh-oh. Pause my music. There we go. We can get right into our message. In the previous day's message, the previous few days' message, we have been talking about children duplicating what they see in their environment, their interpretation, anyway, of their environment. That's why my mama left my sister in charge of 3 children, and she did it because she watched my mama do it. My mama, of course, she had to figure things out. She had an older sister, but once Aunt Helen found out that the dad was really the reason the mother was killed, she left. And, there's another backstory, too, which I'm not really going to talk about, but I'll put it in the book. I believe there may be another reason she left. But once Aunt Helen left, mama became the woman of the house. So let's see, mama was about 6 when Aunt Helen left. You know what? No, mama was 6 when the mother died. Aunt Helen stayed a few years and she left. So now that I think about it, mama became the woman of the house at about 8 years old, 8 or 10 years old. She had to run the household. She had 2 older brothers and she had a dad, but from age 6 to age 16, there was no woman in the house but my mother. I didn't even think about that. My mama ran the doggone household. Isn't that something? Kids will do whatever they see. She had confidence in my sister because mama did it herself. I guess if mama said, shoot, if I could do this at age 8 or age 10, I know she could do it too. That is why we have to be very careful about the things we expose our children to. If you think back on some of the craziest stuff you have ever done, the stuff we don't talk about. If you think back on some of the craziest stuff you've ever done, look around your family. You will see you're not the first one who did it. Somebody did it before. It takes us talking about it and exposing these things. That's the way we break the cycle. Do you think Fantasia wanted to be the winner of American Idol and then let the whole world know that she couldn't read? She didn't want to do that. But she saw a cycle. She saw her grandmother was illiterate, illiterate and had a baby by 16. Her mother was illiterate and had a baby by 16. She saw that she herself was illiterate and had a baby by 16. What's the next thing that was going to happen? And she got a daughter. She had to break the cycle. Along with breaking the cycle, Fantasia had to learn to read and write. Sometimes when we say, well, I want to break this cycle, you still got to put in work. When you are a grown woman and you are learning to read and write, that's a whole lot of work. Once you recognize the pattern in your family and you decide to do something about it, it's going to take some work because you don't want your children duplicating some of the things that you learned from a previous generation. My son-in-law, still with my notes from him, he said, Mother dear, it's not surprising that rich kids become rich. See, I'm showing you the way it works. That's what they see when they grow up. They see dad did this, they see that uncle did this, and now they know, okay, if they did it this way, we can do it that way. Most college graduates are the children of college graduates. Can you see the cycle? I'm showing you the cycle in the positive. All of us, most people like this, look like me. We all know a family where we say, oh yeah, Cousin Junebug, he was the first one in the family to graduate college. And we take such pride in that person who broke the cycle. But look at the rest of the family. One person broke the cycle. Everybody else in the family for generations and generations had never attended college. Don't mean they were bad persons, bad people. They went to work every day, working with their hands, a thing which is good. Ain't that what the Bible says? Productive people in society. But up until that point, everybody else had done what they had seen done. Let's look at it in inmate system. Now, I know y'all know this. You know somebody in jail and they had a daddy in jail. Sometimes they're all in jail at the same time. Look at the documentaries. I'm in prison over here. My daddy's incarcerated over there. And his daddy died while he was incarcerated. It's nothing but a cycle. All we want to do is break the cycle. Breaking the cycle is going to call for you doing something. I thought about one more thing with my niece. I know it seems like I'm jumping around, but two messages ago, this day 261, 259, if you can't follow this one, listen to that one. My niece said she married a man. Her stepfather had a lot to do with the man that she selected because she wanted stability in her marriage. And now we're looking at breaking cycles, and it occurred to me, the only reason that cycle was broken is because she didn't bring any children into that dysfunctional lifestyle. Because just because you got money, you can have money and you can still be crazy, okay? I believe because she did not have children. Now, if she did, had a child resulted from that marriage, it would have been some problems. If she got to send the child back and forth to have the court-ordered visitations, would have been some problems. That would have been a child who would have reached adulthood and resented her for marrying him. Okay. You gotta break the cycle. Sometime breaking the cycle for her was realizing this is not a good place for me to be. So how about I get myself out of this? See, when you got mess and you got dysfunction, just don't bring your children into it. In my family, there were a lot of situations created. Thank God that my mother met my father, or I wouldn't be sitting here. Some of them weren't the most healthy situations. Sometimes you got to step back. You may have to remove yourself from it. You may have to remove somebody else from it. My mother chose to return to school. Let me go to college. Let me make this happen. My children can take care of themselves, but I'm going to create a different life for my children. I ain't telling nobody to leave their husband. I'm not telling nobody to leave their wife. I'm just saying if you got some, what does it say right here? Some mess, stress, and some BS, you better make it do what it do so that you can live a life, honey, free of that nonsense. You do not want your kids picking up none of your family mess, stress, and BS. Y'all come on back tomorrow. We're going to talk more about living the blessed life. Bye-bye.